Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Entrepreneurial Finance. Financing through 4F or 4Fs. What is financing through 4F? Well, let's assume you start your business. You have an idea like Skype. Or you had an idea. I mean, you were lucky if you had an idea because they were acquired 3.1 billion by eBay. So it was an interesting sale at the very end. But they also started. And they started with two Scandinavian entrepreneurs who had no money. But this idea of calling over the internet. So maybe they had the chance. Maybe they had a grandma who was able to put in a lot of money. And this is what we basically call financing by the 4Fs. And grandma is one of the Fs because it's the F for the family. And you as the founder, another F, are probably the starting point who finances a business. So it's founder, it's your family, it might be your friends, and it is also, and this is the fourth F, is fools. Why do we take fools into that group of people, and why do we talk about fools financing a business? Because we don't want to say it is foolish people. It is more a way, it is people who can obtain money for your business, but they do not bring into additional support. And this is where they are fools. So they might be intelligent people, but they never started their own business, for example. And having said that, they might not have a good understanding of what it means to start an own business. They can't support you in there. And this is why they're considered as part of 4Fs as foolish, or at least as someone who's not able to help, compared to those who can give you that kind of support. And this also leads to the advantages and disadvantages of financing by 4Fs. This is probably always the starting point for entrepreneurs, because you have to start with your small amount of money, and this is normally small amounts, building your limited company, for example. It is in most cases free of charge. I mean, if it's your money, it's your company. But if you have your mother helping you or grandma helping you, maybe you start your company in your family home. And having said that, maybe your mother provides food and cooking for you and your entrepreneurial colleagues. Then this is some kind of financing too. And this cooking, this won't be a deal with equity or with shares. It is just for free. So it's in most cases free of charge, or of little charged at least. And there's no real legal aspects. There's no contract on such kind of financing. Maybe your grandma, when you ask her a couple times, she starts making a contract with you. But normally, this is really like the first easygoing, easy access money. And this is also an advantage of financing by the 4Fs. The advantage is, first of all, it's easy accessible. It's people being close to you, it's yourself, it's friends, family, people being close to you, that if they believe in you, they'll give you money. It can have a positive signal, especially for you as the entrepreneur. Because if you start your limited company as a Great Britain-based company with £1, people might think you don't believe in your company. They might think, well, you start your company so low-key, maybe this is not going to work out. But this is, if you start your company as a German GmbH, as a limited, for example, with 25,000 euro, or you double this amount and say, okay, I start my company with 50,000 euro, potential investors will think, oh, he's really committed to that. He puts in a big amount of money. This is why positive signaling is associated to this money. Your influence basically remains the same, because if there's no contract, no nothing, it is still you who's running the company. And the investors might be more patient, but this is an aspect that might also be on the other side. They might be impatient too, because of the fact that they might not know what's happening in entrepreneurship, might not know that it's difficult to build up the company, and you will have problems each week. They might think, oh, I saw the story of Skype and you started a company too. They might ask you the question, well, is your company being sold for 3.1 billion? If this is not possible and this is the real exception, then they might get impatient. They might not understand what you do, and this might be a problem for you, because then they take away your management attention. Besides that, it is only limited in the availability. It's not much money, and you have the danger of losing a friend in the case of failure. And in entrepreneurship, we all know that companies can fail. Do your friends also know that? If not, if they're not entrepreneurs, if they don't know what entrepreneurship means, they might think it's a regular investment like buying shares in a stock market. But it is not. The uncertainty is a lot higher, so your failure risk is a lot higher too. So this danger of losing your company plus the friend at the same time is always there, and the question is, do you really want that? And the main issue is there's no added value. So these people normally can't help you building your company. Let's assume you start a company like Skype. Does your parents or do your parents know how to build such a company? How to work on these technologies? Maybe your grandmother? I don't think so. And this is where they can give you added value. But knowing that entrepreneurs are very young, unexperienced, they need that added value. So this is the moment where entrepreneurs probably have to think about other financing sources. And this is when it comes to the moment where you have to look for other sources of financing. So 4Fs might not be a good source anymore. Business angels might be more appropriate because they can be your partner, they can help you, they can give you support. Maybe also they have a network, and maybe they also have more money. So let's look closer at that.